let's kick this thing off. So
Kick it off.
It's
Go.
Thursday night.
Yes.
This is Loot Shooter Weekly. I'm gamertag Burt Reynolds.
Over
there. Yeah. Over there is Negan Killjoy, the golden voice of gaming.
What up? So what's up, Bert? How's Bert doing tonight? Before we get to our special guest.
I'm doing well, Negan. How about you?
Doing well. It's Thursday, so it's all good. Day before Friday, as always. Always a good day. So, there's that.
I'm excited about it. Excited about Thursday.
And why else were we excited? Who else is with us today?
Down there, just a picture because he's not on camera, is Horchatabeast, our good buddy. Filling out our fire team tonight. And Horchata and I say hello, Horchata.
How's
hey guys
doing?
How you doing?
Good. I'm doing well. How about you, Horchata? How you doing? Soccer
Good.
practice
Looking forward
over?
to this review. That's the whole reason I'm here.
For the beer review.
It's really the only reason we do this.
I've heard
The
good
game
things.
is all secondary. It's all about the beers.
Nice. Well, we'll get to that in a second. Horchata and I had a kind of a mission this week. So both he and I are over 1,300 power level, doing the pinnacle climb. And we're trying to get Negan caught up to us. So we've been
Yes, we are.
like rapid fire pulling him through all his pinnacles, and then he'll do his powerfuls for the week after we're done with all his pinnacles. One of the last pinnacles we have to do is the Hawkmoon quest for the week.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to do that tonight.
And it's been relatively effective. I've gone up about 7 levels since we started doing this.
Yeah.
And since Tuesday. So 3 days or so, we've done 7 levels worth of power leveling, going through the pinnacles and all that good stuff. So it seems to be working.
Yeah, and we're saving for him the hunts for last, or not hunts, the battlegrounds for last, because those are very effective in the power grind. But you want to kind of get your pinnacles out of the way at the start of the week to get as far as you can before you start into that. I even dragged him into Iron Banner last night.
I know. And I wasn't kicking and screaming the whole time.
Wait, what?
You heard him. I was in Iron Banner last night.
No, I heard it, but can somebody pinch me?
Have you been drinking too much already? Is that the problem? That you're hearing things now?
Did you guys start without me?
Yeah.
We went
Exactly.
we went
Oh.
2 for 3 in his 3 matches last night. Managed to go 2
feels
for
good.
3.
It felt good.
Yeah.
It didn't feel that bad actually. So I was. It might be something I can do again as we go through it.
Yeah. The Jotun makes Iron Banner fun.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm
Bert's goal
not-
was to get much hate mail. I didn't get that much out of mine, but did you get any last night?
I got some before we were on together. Yes,
Oh, yes.
several actually.
Nice.
I may have capped an entire team a couple times with the Jotun, and that doesn't make people feel good.
Oh, that's
Um,
right. You were saying how you fusioned the whole team sitting at like they were capping a point, and you were at another one, and you got the whole team with a shot.
Yes. They were trying to cap B, and I could see them from A, and I was able to get a shot off that tracked all the way and hit the whole group while they were on B trying to cap it.
Nice.
Oh, how rude.
Much hate.
Much hatred. That gun is cheating. I'm just saying, but it's okay. It's okay.
Cheating. It's
We're gonna.
cheesy.
We need.
It's cheesy.
We need to.
It's not cheating. It's cheesing. Like pizzas.
It's auto delete. It's an auto delete button. So we're gonna get into it tonight. We're gonna get into our beer reviews pretty quick here. We are gonna talk through tonight some of the news that came out this week for Destiny 2, because there was a lot of news actually just today.
Yep.
As well, the demo dropped today for Outriders. I haven't had a chance to download it and play it yet, but that's a game we're excited about. And one we will cover when it comes out, provided the demo isn't total trash. But I hear it's not. I hear it's good from some trusted sources.
Mhm.
So yeah, I mean, a lot of news today in kind of the loot shooter world. I think we mentioned last week that Division 2, which we also sometimes cover, has continued to get news about the fact that they are supporting another year of content, which they had originally said they were not, and now they are, and I had read an article the other night saying that survival may be a big part of that, at least from some data mining.
Swing.
There's some stuff coming. That said, we better get started on this mission because this mission's that short, and
We'll have a lot to talk about during. Yeah.
yeah,
Watching
and
right now.
I suck at jumpy puzzles. Negan sucks at jumpy puzzles. We're not
Ooh,
running our
me too.
normal characters tonight.
Which begs the question, gentlemen. Begs the question: why are we doing this? That's for the pinnacle. That's right. It's all
Right,
for
the pinnacle.
For the pink,
suffer
you
too.
answered your own question.
I did,
And let's be
I
honest,
did.
we do it every week. We just we
Oh.
have a hard time getting past the jumping puzzle. It's not that we
Speaking of which,
Wait a minute. Who's got the ship with the giblet?
with the what?
I almost called them balls, but I don't know if this is a PG-13 stream.
No,
One
it's
of
an
the
adult
ships in the orbit thing is like 3 testicles.
That would be mine.
It's slightly disturbing.
Yeah, I like. That's why I have it. It's
It's
slightly
surprising
disturbing.
visual.
All right. Well, before we go into the hole here, though, we should quickly cover what beers we're drinking so that we can enjoy
Yes.
that.
yes,
Um,
absolutely.
I'm gonna
Guess
I'm gonna
first?
take the initiative and I'm gonna go first.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, all right, fine. Guess first. Ladies first.
Ladies first. My in-laws brought a beer from a brewery near where they live in Gig Harbor, Washington, called Seven Seas, and it's a mixed pack. I'm starting with the Pilsner, crisp, clean, classic, and I'm liking it so far. I grew up in Denmark, and Denmark and Germany is all Pilsners with the occasional lager. So this tastes
Mhm.
like home. It's good stuff.
That's good. I like it.
Nice.
I'm taking
right.
the initiative and I'm going second.
Go for it, man.
I am drinking. It's from So Hopped Brewery, which is in Huntley, Illinois, down the road from me, and it's called She's So Blonde Ale. And I don't know if they have a description on it. Not. Oh, our blonde ale is loaded with mosaic hops, the popular fruit-forward hops of the beer world. Subtle berry tones, dry and smooth, easy to drink. It's low ABV and low IBU, so it looked like a good choice to me, and so that's what I'm going with.
Nice.
Nice. Sounds solid.
Well, I am simply going with what they're calling. It's from Barrel House Brewing out here in Paso Robles, California. It's called simply their standard ale.
Nice.
So it's a lager. It should be a lager of some sort, but it's the standard ale. And all it says on there is good people, good times, great beer. There's no description. Just good people, good times, great beer. So we're setting the standard tonight with the standard ale. So we'll see how this goes.
Well, and I feel like we're all doing very basic sort of standard beers today.
Yeah.
No
I went back
No
to
eyeballs.
Pilsner, yeah, and She's So Blonde and
Blonde ale.
basic. Yeah,
Yeah.
Nice. It wasn't even planned. It's not like we called each other up ahead of time and said, "Hey, what are we doing
we
tonight?"
gotta go.
Cheers,
standard
gentlemen.
Here, we gotta bring it
No.
back to basics.
But
Yeah.
I think it's probably a good idea since we do have some jumpy puzzles to do to not go with the heavy hitters right out of the gate.
Yeah, go with standard instead of the Belgian triple high.
Yeah. Yeah. I think we made a wise choice here. That's my gut tells me we've made a good decision.
Oh, and Bert's got his Amelon sales rep towel on. That's good. Yep.
I do. Yep.
Yeah. It's all about
Actually-
advertising tonight.
The full outfit, I might add. The full
Oh.
Amelon outfit.
Very nice. Very nice. Respect. Oh, Reservoir. We get right to the jumpy puzzle. Good.
Speak for yourselves. You guys took off as I'm talking about my beer. Bastards. Here. Do.
All right. YOLO.
First jump missed. Yes! Yeah, baby!
Oh my gosh, I made it.
This is going to be the thing. You guys are going to be all through there again. We're trying to make it too, you bastards. Puzzles be damned.
Sorry.
No, apologies. All good.
Well, I'm glad I made it for stream because I for sure didn't last week.
Oh no, I know. I did this for 20 minutes last week. It's bad. I fully admit that in my old manness, I'm abysmal at jumpy puzzles. It's just not good.
I missed that one too. Damn it. Hit the edge.
And I would like to call out that Negan has the worst position of all of them because, hunters.
Mm-hmm. Why do I do this to myself? Why do I always could have brought my warlock, I suppose. Done some practice that one.
But we're working on leveling your hunter up. I think.
Yeah.
I mean, have you been working on other characters?
Not really.
I mean, I will tell you that one of the biggest secrets to being able to level up the fastest is actually to level all three of your characters at once. Trying to do one.
Leapfrogging them as you were talking about before.
Yeah, I mean, you basically come in every week, you do your pinnacles. When you're done with your pinnacles, you switch to the next one, do their pinnacles, and so on and so forth. And by the time you get to the third one, that one's getting way higher drops.
You're slingshotting your power level. Yeah.
Right. And then you come back and do the powerfuls on all of them. It provided you're below the powerful cap. You come back and do the powerfuls, in the same reverse order or whatever, and you end up with, again, slingshotting is the exact right word for it. So that would be what I would recommend.
All right, so we want to talk about some of the news, some of the action going on in Bungie land.
Yeah.
Big old blog post in This Week at Bungie and stuff like that today, didn't they?
They did, and a lot of interesting news. So they're sunsetting.
Mm-hmm. No more. That's right.
No more sunsetting, and this, so anything that's viable right now will stay viable. Which is cool. I mean, that's good news. And then they are only going to have I think the saddest news is the next big update is not going to come till probably this time next year. So it's supposed to be out in the fall. It's called the Witch Queen, right? And it's not going to come until next year.
Oh, I missed the jump. Son of a bitch.
So that's a little sucky, but it is what it is.
Right. And it sounds like they're doing it for the right reasons. They said that they realize it's a pretty major update. They've got some story and stuff they want to tell beforehand. They want to introduce some other enemies and storylines and stuff like that. And they want to finish off the light and darkness storyline as well.
Mm-hmm.
So it sounds like they're doing the right by the players and completing the stories as they can, especially with COVID and everything like that. They mentioned that being a factor.
Yeah, they did. And so I think we have to be okay with it.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
The good news is they're only gonna raise the power level caps by 10 between.
Yeah, I think that was really good. I think it was really nice.
Minor seasonal updates, and I'm super pumped about that. I think that's a great decision.
I like that.
And yeah, so you'll basically be able to go from pinnacle grind to pinnacle grind. Assuming you got to the end of the pinnacle grind, you'll only just start a new pinnacle grind every season, and that's it. And I think that's a cool thing.
And stuff you ground for the season before still viable, being only 10 levels behind, still do you good.
Right. So that feels good to me. I like that. The other news is they're going to do some adjustments to some stasis subclasses. Probably, I mean, they said they're going to fix some stuff on the Warlock. My guess is they'll find more ways to, they hate Warlocks, so they'll probably find a new and inventive way to make the Warlock stasis even less cool than it is today, but we'll see what happens. They are going to nerf the Titan one, which I think will feel good in PvP because that one is rage-inducing.
All right, so we talked about the power level. We talked about the delay of the Witch Queen, Lightfall and
PvP and the mini
stasis
seasons?
adjustments. Yep.
Oh, stasis in PvP. Yeah, so good.
Yep.
Ooh, and
And
trials.
Adjustment to trials to try to make it more accessible. I don't, who knows exactly what that specifically means, but means something.
Right. They're getting rid of 3 peaking.
Yeah, they are going to work on three peaking and using swords and emotes and things like that. They are going to do some work on that. Try to fix some of the rampant cheating. That's in PvP in general. That's not just trials, but I mean, I think it's most rage-inducing in trials, right? Because
it's so easy to break a winning streak. Yeah, totally.
yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, for sure. If you're,
I mean, that's the whole thing in trials, right? Is
yeah, if somebody's using a sword to get you around the corner. Oh, you know what? I never grabbed the vest. Yeah, that's going to be infuriating, right? Like if you're on a streak and somebody beats you because they used a sword to look around a corner or they three peek you, whatever, like that's gonna be rage inducing. I'd quit over
not
that.
fun for anybody. Yeah.
So we mentioned earlier that we thought maybe this week was the double void or double arc heavy bosses, the bullet sponges.
Mm-hmm.
And it may be. And if it is, that will suck because those are like the worst. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I think it, like in the rotation, it should theoretically be that. If it is, this is going to be a really unpleasant boss fight. It's going to just drag on forever.
You're shooting at something to look like, not sure what, but you were shooting at something.
Yeah, I thought there was something off to the side. So then I'm like, wow, what is it?
What does he see over there?
misleading like a champion.
What is he shooting at?
What are we looking for? What are we doing over there?
This is a new reveal. What they put in here?
It was believable. It was definitely believable.
Wow, the credibility is higher than it should be.
All right. So
also the fun news was the transmogrification stuff that they were doing, what they're calling the armor synthesis.
Yeah, transmog, true transmog.
True transmog. So we're going to do that. And they previewed the armor that they're going to drop out for the Witch Queen later this year.
Right.
So
I did read about the transmog, that Ada 1 is coming back, and she has bounties that let you earn the stuff that you need to turn things into ornaments, universal ornaments.
Yep.
Which is how you transmog your stuff. Sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, players can complete these quests and receive materials they need to power up Ada's Loom, which can turn any piece of armor in your collection into a permanent universal ornament.
Yeah,
that's
there
cool.
you go.
That's gonna be cool.
And apparently, and also the shaders are one time, all the time type thing now, so you don't have to stack them up anymore. You don't have to stack them up anymore.
Wonderful.
That's huge.
There are huge things going on here.
Yeah, we've changed shaders to be permanent unlocks, meaning that you no longer will need to hold on to stacks of shaders in your inventory.
Perfect.
That's big.
So they're doing pretty big blog post. Listen to the community. It sounds like they're going off some fun things and talking about other things. Vault of Glass is going to return season 14.
Yep. Excited about that.
They changed it a little bit. They said it's going to be the Vault of Glass, but there are also going to be some different parts to it because they want to make it more Destiny 2-ish.
As well they should.
And they're doing triumphs that you can have with it and all the good stuff. So, yeah, all sorts of good stuff from Bungie this week. So
you want to take us into the tower? I got a prime to turn in.
Gotcha. Going to the tower now.
And we can do our final review of our beers from tower. How was your beer, Negan?
My beer was good. I need more of these standard ales.
The name of it is literally Standard Ale.
It's literally what it's called, Standard Ale.
How about you, Horchata? How'd you feel about
all super clear.
I felt good. Felt like a trip to home.
What was the name of it again?
It was a 7 Seas Pilsner.
7 Seas Pilsner. Negan had Standard Ale.
Mm-hmm. Did you had
number rating, guys?
She's so blonde.
I had She's So Blonde. Yeah.
Probably, as far as the ales go and stuff like that, a very standard beer. As far as it goes, I'd give it an 8. It's really drinkable, very drinkable.
Okay. How about you, Horchata?
Same for me. I'd give this one an 8 of 10 for a Pilsner. It's straight out of the can, and it's my favorite brewery. And yeah, maybe tied to successful mission too. I don't know, but 8 out of 10.
Right.
Right.
A successful mission does make the beer taste better, for sure.
We're not. You can't say that's wrong, right? I mean, that is totally true.
What about yours, Bert?
Mine's probably like a 7 out of 10. It's very good.
Oh.
Very, very good. It is a little hoppier than I like normally would love, but
Mhm.
it's good. It tastes good. Tastes very good. Yeah.
Nice. 3 solid beers. Solid mission, 3 solid beers, solid news from Bungie. And we didn't even get to the bad news in Anthem. Anthem had some bad news this week.
No.
Yeah, that's not. They're not gonna.
It's
They're
dead.
abandoning it. They're abandoning it.
They're not going to make any changes to it. They're not going to make any improvements, any changes whatsoever to it now. It's where it's at.
Yeah, that's sad. We didn't play a lot of that, and again, the blow is very much softened by the fact that I think Outriders is going to be awesome.
Mhm.
But
Well, I
yeah,
was going to play a little bit of that today, but the whole Xbox Live going down interfered with my limited daytime play.
Put a little stopper on that.
Yeah, same here. Well, I think that's about. I mean, we're a little over time, and that's probably all we had to cover this week. Anybody have anything else?
I wanted to get, and I ask this question pretty much every time Horchata's on with us, and I ask you the follow-up question, but I wanted to find out, because Horchata, you never left Destiny 2. You were solid at Destiny 2 the whole time. You never left it. You had started, they played with them, and you still did the power chase and stuff like that. What do you think this season's better than the ones previously? Is it doing better? And what has kept you involved in Destiny 2? Why do you stay involved with it? Whereas Negan and Burt, do our little salt and walk away.
Why do I stay? I enjoy playing it, especially with friends. There's enough for a filthy casual like me to do. I know the YouTubers rip through it in a week or so, but I mean, there's enough content for me to play for months. I love that the current season, this one, is going to be extended through August, and I was excited earlier this week before that news when Bert told me it was going to go till the end of May. That's great. That's the time I need to get through all this content. So I just don't play enough to chew through 2 games worth of content.
Gotcha.
That's fair.
And you chased the triumphs as well, because you were dredging for a while. You got the titles and stuff like that. So you chased after some of those, right?
Yeah, I was unemployed for about 9 months and started chasing titles and had a ton of fun with it because there was a bunch of other people that I found day playing that were doing the same thing. And when you threw it out there that, hey, I'm doing this, and a bunch of people jumped on it and go, yeah, I need that too, or I want that too, and then you figure it out and make some online friendships that way. It was reaffirming.
Nice. Good.
Now that I have a job, I pretty much don't overlap at all in playing time with any of those individuals.
a job does interfere with that kind of stuff for sure.
Yeah, so yeah, with 2 or 3 hours of play, 2 or 3 nights a week, these seasons that Bungie is putting together they're perfect. I enjoy the crap out of them.
Good. And Bert, you seem to be enjoying the season too. So what's making it enjoyable for you for this season?
Well, so I would say that my big problem, right, is power fantasy, which is why I love Borderlands. Borderlands does such a fantastic job making you always consistently feel powerful, right? But I feel like Destiny's made a big improvement in that range. Like, no longer do I feel like the only time you feel punished in the power chase is like when the new season drops, the first couple days, right? And you're trying to struggle to get leveled back up, and you can't do the things you were doing at the end of the last season, but it sounds like they're addressing that.
Definitely.
I like that they've made a bunch of the old stuff relevant again. Like, I can't wait to go play. Part of why we're trying to get you to 1300 as quick as we are is we want to go do the Pit of Heresy and Blind Well and some of those things. I feel like they're moving things in the right direction. So I'm having fun and enjoying it. And I don't feel like I'm being punished all the time anymore. There have been seasons where I have.
So, and we joked around in one of our chats that it's not a honey do list anymore. It's a honey want list now. It's not just all to do. It's stuff you want to do now.
Yeah, I feel like it is. They're adding back a bunch of strikes, and a lot of stuff for people who have nostalgia from D1. Like when the Devil's Lair came up in the playlist the one day when I was doing strikes, and I got to play against Sepix Prime, I was like, so much feels in that, right? Like I loved that strike in Destiny 1. So much fun.
I still have yet to see either one of the two Destiny 1 strikes.
I've not yet seen Fallen Saber because it was glitched and it only got added back in earlier this week, and we have not because we did your strikes last night. We did the 3, we got your pinnacles, and we're out. So we haven't done a lot more striking, but
we'll get there.
I don't know. Yeah, I like all that stuff. I like the fact that Vault of Glass is coming back. That's such an awesome raid. Pumped about that. I think it's. I don't know. Yeah, I've even enjoyed Iron Banner this week, which partially because the Time Worn Spire came back. I mean, they're just doing some stuff right with bringing back some of the old content.
Good. Glad to hear it.
How are you feeling about it, Negan? You're like you asked the question. Now we're going to ask it of you.
No, I don't want to answer it. I'm actually enjoying it a little more than I thought I would. I thought the same thing. We've already talked about it's a honeydew list. But I think going through the pinnacle chasing now and actually seeing the effect of it and actually seeing my level go up, like I said, 7 levels in 3 days is nice. That's actually rewarding. So for a while there, because I had the whole the power fantasy issue as well. It's like, well, I'm not doing anything. I'm just, and I still am in the Presage one the other night, just still kind of standing there waiting for stuff to happen. So, but no, I think I think they're doing a good job.
No longer. You're in the action.
Right.
I'm in the action doing my thing. So no, I'm enjoying it. So then Jason and stuff like that. So it's enjoyable. And like Horchata touched on, running it with friends, I think is key as well. So we're all enjoying it. It's not a lot of salt from any of us. So it's all good. Right. But so no, there we go. All right. On that note, I think we are good. I think we're good to go for the night.
I like drinking beer with you guys.
It's fun. Beer's good. Beer's good with friends too.
Totally virtually though. We are literally thousands of miles apart from one another. But we're
thanks to Xbox Live, which lost its mind earlier and then recovered it. We're good. We can do this.
We're drinking out of your goblets together right there.
Goblets laying on our lazy couches. Yep.
Nice.
Cool. All right. Well, that sounds good. So we'll see everybody next week on Thursday night. Maybe we can talk Horchata into joining us again because it's nice to have another person with us. That sounds good.
And you're welcome.
Yeah. Good. Thank you for joining us tonight, man. Really appreciate it.
My pleasure.
Negan, thank you as always, and I'll let you sign off. Thank you to anyone who showed up and listened to us babble and watched a couple filthy casuals.
Executed casual to our thing.
Executed mission.
Yes. Thank you to both of you and to everybody else. See ya.